It's not enough, people. It's not enough. And no, I'm not talking about the new Kendrick song. I'm talking about Arsenal. It's not enough. 2 points dropped again as Fulham won, Arsenal won, and another poor performance from Arsenal, man. I don't understand it. They created the blueprint over the last few weeks of how to play, the way we played against Lisbon, West Ham, and Nottingham Forest, and then they put in a performance like that again. I mean, they dominated the ball, the chances, the corners. And as I've said online, people, there's nothing wrong with using set pieces as a way to help you to score goals. But we should not be relying on set pieces when you've spent over £700 million. That shouldn't be our main way of scoring goals. There has to be a style of football that allows you to create chances, and the set pieces are a bonus. What did we watch today? From the start of the game, we were all panicking. Why is Thomas Partey at right back? Last season, we drew 2-2 with Fulham at home with Thomas Partey at right back. And today, you've played him at right back. And it changed the dynamics of our midfield. Jorginho wasn't in the game. Odegaard struggled to get in the game because a lot of the time, Thomas Partey's the one who gives the ball to Odegaard early to go and create chances. Saliba was on babysitting duty today. To his right, he's got Thomas Partey. And to his left, he's got Kivior. Kivior on the first goal gets caught out of possession. Doesn't know whether to go forward and block the pass or drop back and go with the runner. In the end, he does neither. And gets caught out. Saliba doesn't really, in my opinion, make a huge attempt to block the shot. Maybe he's not expecting him to shoot. But what's Saliba meant to do? Saliba must be sitting there right now going, I'd be ringing my agent saying, what, do I go Real Madrid now or am I going to wait another year? Because I'm babysitting players here. He needs better than this. He deserves better than this. Every time we get in a situation where we can, get some momentum, regain an advantage, we just dash it away. Liverpool had the best weekend and they didn't even kick a ball. The game got called off, waterlogged pitch. Man City draw with Palace. We draw with Fulham. We don't want to win the title. It's like a hot potato. We keep, it's hurting, dashing it back to Liverpool. Talk to me about Kai Havertz. People online telling me we don't need a striker. This guy can score goals, people are telling me. That is one of the worst displays I've seen from a striker. He is horrendous. He is absolutely awful. No wonder his nickname is the donkey. He plays like a donkey. He's rubbish up front. He shouldn't be at Arsenal. He's the highest paid player at the football club. If you're the highest paid player in your if you're a highest paid person in your company, you should be pretty damn good at your job. Is this guy good at his job? Is he even in the top 5, 6, 7 Arsenal players at the football club? Raya's better than him. Timber's better. Gabriel's better. Saliba's better. Partey's better. Rice is better. Odegaard's better. Saka's better. That's at least 8. You might even put other names in there. I don't even know if he's top 10 at Arsenal. And yet he's the highest paid player at the football club. Third highest player that we've ever signed after Pepe and Declan Rice. Awful player. Shouldn't be at the club. Trossard, super sub at best. I'm Ricky Martinelli, a.k.a. Gabriel Martinelli. The Peruvian Brazilian, because there's no way he can be from Brazil playing like that. This guy has got rice pudding for a brain. No wonder he was offside. I mean, if I stare at the ground, how am I going to be able to look along the line? Man just got his head down on the floor. Running to the side, head down, run at him. Calm down, fam. It's like he's being electrocuted. Ow. What the hell's going on with this guy? Klopp said he was generational. He went to the World Cup with Brazil. What the hell? I don't recognise him. That's got to be his twin brother. There's no way he grew up in the favelas with Lil Z and them, man. They'd have kidnapped him. Watching him play football, they'd have said, that's enough, mate. Get him in the boot of the car. I ain't watching a guy play football like that in the favelas. There's no way he grew up in the favelas playing like that. He'd have been gone. They'd have done him for that. It's madness. I just don't understand what we watched today. Listen, Declan Rice, for me, I thought he was the best player for us today. Drove us all game. Couple early chances. His deliveries were outstanding. Superb performance. But so Partey goes in at right back, and then your £35 million centre mid signing Mikel Merino doesn't start. Because what? Is he not as good as you thought he was? And now Jorginho's playing ahead of him. So what did you buy Merino for £35 million for? Partey's out. You've put him at right back. Surely Merino starts with Declan Rice. No, you play Jorginho. So what does that say about Merino? Maybe he's not as good as you thought. Anyone seen Raheem Sterling? Raheem? Hello? Raheem? Are you there? Gaza me say. Vibes Cartel. He might as well just be in a rave right now, just partying. I don't know what he's here for. What's Raheem Sterling at Arsenal Football Club for? Martinelli comes on, Trossard comes off. Then next week, Martinelli will start and Trossard will come off. So when's Sterling going to play? Carabao Cup. Are they the only games he's here for? What about Ethan Nwaneri? Creative Spark, you only play him for 10 minutes. You just bring him on for 10 minutes at the end of the game. What does it say about Martin Odegaard? You're 1-1 with 12 minutes to go. You take off your captain, your most creative player, who didn't play well, by the way, today. It wasn't enough sunshine for Solargard. The rain, the physical presence of some of them Fulham players. Odegaard today spent more time squirting snot out of his nose than he did creating chances. The captain. Fantastic player, hugely talented. What's the reason Real Madrid got rid of him? Maybe it's because when the going gets tough, Odegaard gets going. Sunny day at the Emirates, dominating the ball. Looks like a dream. Away from home, rainy day at Fulham. Bassi and them man kicking you. Maybe he's not up for the fight, people. Didn't play well today at all. Didn't play well. Collectively as a group. Something's fundamentally wrong with Arsenal as a team, as a club, as a group. That mentality, that ability to be able to just drive over a finish line. I still think we're too nice. As a club, I still just think we're a nice club. We're a nice team. Nobody makes life difficult for anybody. I don't think they're arguing with each other. I think they all get along. It's the get along gang. We're a nice group of lads. We all get on. Mikel, what do you think's your biggest achievement since coming to Arsenal? Oh, not the trophies. It's the fact that, I've brought the fans closer to the club again. That connection. Bro, this ain't a Wi-Fi connection, bro. I want you to lift titles. Premier Leagues, FA Cups, Carabao Cups. Good runs in the Champions League. You're 700 million deep, bro, and we're desperate for a striker. We're still desperate for a striker. It's absolutely crazy. Today was an absolute disgrace for Arsenal. Liverpool's game gets called off. You got an opportunity to get 4 points behind them, put them under pressure. And what do? You roll up to Fulham and don't do anything. And just to add insult to injury, people. Martinelli whips it in. Saka scores back post. Nutmegs the goalkeeper. Scenes, I'm going crazy. Wah, 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 Saka, we've won it. And just as I'm celebrating, grabbing my shirt, not ripping my shirt, by the way, but celebrating, Bakayo, I look up. Hold on a minute. Martinelli's leg looks like it's in front of the last defender. Of course it is. Because when you run with your head steering at the floor, how are you supposed to check across the line if you're onside? They say this in kids' football. Check the line. Check the line before you make a run. They say it to little kids, but Martinelli doesn't know the rules. Martinelli don't know the rules. I don't know what to say, people. Title over. Top 4 race. Carabao Cup. FA Cup. Good Champions League run. You don't buy a striker in January, his season will fizzle out. If you think Havertz is good enough to lead this club, he couldn't lead this club to a bus stop. Never mind to a title. This guy's rubbish. Not good enough to play for Arsenal. One of the worst signings in Mikel Arteta's history. And we've had bad ones, trust me. Renarsson and them, man. But they didn't play that much. We're forced to watch this guy up front every week. And then Jesus comes on. I mean, what the hell? 100 million on Jesus and Havertz. In fact, 110 million. 110 million on Jesus and Havertz. I'll give you 3 solutions. Osimhen, 65 million release clause, January. Gyökeres, 85 million release clause, January. Or Isak, if you want to blow up the transfer market. But the Kroenkes won't do that because they're not that bothered about winning titles either. Not at Arsenal. I'm out of here. I've had enough. I need a break. Arsenal therapy, 2 p.m. tomorrow. People, don't let them ruin your weekend. Hit the like button, get in the comments. For me, Saliba, Declan Rice, the 2 best players on the pitch for Arsenal. Timber was decent as well, but going forward, we're not good enough. You know, all that money spent, our attack's still blunt. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm off to watch some basketball. See you later, people.